Hello everyone. It's about 2 p.m. Friday, February the 5th, 2016, and this is DelrayVAWeather.com. This is going to be a afternoon update. We just got all of the 12Z model runs in the European, the Canadian, and the American GFS. And they have sort of backtracked, and now they are not in agreement again. They were in agreement this morning, and now they're divergent, actually. What you see on the screen is the latest run for the European model. That's the 12Z. And what it's showing in the... let me see if I can increase this so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, what it's showing in the Alexandria area is about 6 inches, and that's as of, let me see, that would be 7 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And that's pretty much what it was showing yesterday, but actually let me show you this. We can compare the current run to the midnight run, that's the 0Z, and let me show you what that's showing. At the same time, it is showing that Alexandria would have a total of about 5 inches, and the current run is showing about 6 inches. So actually, from the 0Z to the 12Z of the European model, it's actually increased the amount of snow that we could expect. Okay, let's take a look at the Canadian. The Canadian has really backtracked. The last model run, it was running in the somewhere between 10 and 15 inches, and now it's saying approximately 1 inch by that same time early on Wednesday morning. I can't really show a comparison because this one doesn't really have the previous model run available. Okay, now this is the latest GFS. It's showing that actually less than 1 inch at that same time in Alexandria. However, you notice it has a big blotch out here in western Maryland, and if we can do a comparison from the previous run, that would be the midnight run, the 0Z. And if we go to the 0Z, you'll see that 0Z was saying 6 inches, and now it's saying less than 1 inch. So a huge variation in just 6 hours. And that really sums up what I've been seeing over the last week to 10 days. These models are alternating. One run they'll say a huge disruptive snowstorm. The next run it says virtually nothing. And those types of storms are going to be very difficult to predict until only about 24 hours from the event. We may not actually have a good handle on this storm until sometime Sunday morning. And you know, you can take the risk that this is going to just passes by and we're not going to get any snow, just conversational flakes or something like that. But you do run the risk of a disruptive snowstorm Tuesday or Wednesday. And my biggest fear with this storm is that it's going to be under-predicted. And people are going to go to work Tuesday and sometime late afternoon, perhaps late Monday afternoon, early Tuesday morning. Suddenly the snow is going to ramp up and people are going to get caught in either at work or in massive traffic jams in the DC area. It has happened before, and just because we have improved the models over the last few years doesn't mean it's not going to happen again. That's one thing I want to impress upon you. Okay, now I want to show you something that actually gives me concern, and that's this. All right, what I have this set up for is this is the Next Gen Weather Lab Ecology DuPage, and it allows you to compare the last 4 model runs. And I want to show you this. If you notice, this is the 18Z yesterday, and if you notice, this is a the center of this primary storm. Actually, this right now the thing that is going to cause the snow is a secondary storm. It's not this coastal storm. It's one up that's going to form in the north central part of the United States, and that's what all these models are saying are going to bring us the big snow, or the little snow, depending on the runs. However, if you look at this, this is 18Z. This is a offshore low. It's showing 996 millibars. Well, if we skip to the next run, that's the 0Z, right here, you'll notice that that has moved in closer to the shore and actually deepened, at lower pressure at the 0Z. If we go one more 6-hour period, you'll notice it deepens more and gets much closer to the North Carolina coast. And if we go to 12Z, it gets deeper and closer still. So what this is showing is that this primary storm is trending to the west, and that is a classic northeaster. So if that trend continues to occur over subsequent model runs, well, that is the storm that may be going to bring us the worst weather next week. It's not going to take much motion. It may be about 200 miles further west, and this could conceivably turn into another blizzard. So, like I was saying, this storm up in this area where I'm sort of circling, this all blue area up in the northern part of the United States, that's really what we've been watching in all the model runs, and that is the thing that would bring us the snow. And I'll show you that. Let me switch this back to non-comparison, and I'm going to leave it on the continental United States. And we're going to go back to our precipitation. And this will allow me to move this around a little bit. All right. This is... let me start off today. Okay, this is today. Let me just move it a little farther forward, I think. Yeah. That's about current time right now. And if... every time I move this, it's going to change it. Okay, if you look up here in the northwest, you're starting to see this wave come in. That's the thing that's going to supply the energy to provide this low pressure storm in the upper Midwest. And if we've advanced this a little farther forward, you'll see that suddenly deepens approximately at Sunday afternoon. And then as it goes forward into Monday, this band of moisture starts pivoting around. DC is right in this area. And it pivots up and crosses and expands into DC. This line here is the 5400 snow line, very far south. So definitely all the precipitation that's going to fall, or it's going to fall as snow. The only issue I think with the GFS is whether the the temperature in the lower atmosphere and to the surface is going to be warm enough to melt the snow that forms at altitude and fall as wet snow or as rain. But the thing that really does concern me, the one thing is this is extremely far south for the snow rain line, and this really suggests that we're going to have cold temperatures starting probably Monday, and I just wonder if the GFS is missing something here. And the other thing that does concern me is the fact that this coastal low is trending to the west, and if that continues to trend to the west, that's going to be the storm that actually produces most of our snow. And this storm potentially will come in as a second wave of snow sometime Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. So pretty much to sum this up, we don't really know what's going to happen Tuesday or Wednesday at this stage. I think a fair guess right now would be a accumulated snow total by Wednesday morning of between 1 and 7 inches, which is really a wide range. 1 inch would not be disruptive. 7 inches would be disruptive. So you're going to have to just stay tuned to the weather this weekend. Definitely you should listen to the weather Sunday before the Super Bowl, and perhaps we'll have a little bit better idea then. Other than that, my only suggestion, if you're going to the store, I'd pick up a few extra items. You've already done a lot of the prep work because of the blizzard, so I might just review what other things that you picked up and had on hand because of the blizzard that we had a couple weeks ago, and just keep tuned to the weather. So if you have any questions, just give me a tweet at PatPend, that's PATPEND, and I'll try and answer them. Thanks a lot.